ya YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Human Resource Machine. And in our last episode we got up to our year number 6, and now we have a fork in the road. Now, just so you know, this side of the fork, these are optional things. You don't have to have them to continue up the corporate ladder here, but they're little challenge type things, where this one is your main ladder. So we're gonna go ahead and start out. We're gonna try the tripler room and see how that goes. I'm thinking we're gonna have triple numbers here. Who are you? This optional area is for high-performing employees only. That's me, totally. Is that you? Why, yes it is. You're late! Great. 7 years late. We need to make some changes around here. I want to see 100% performance increase. From this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. Alright, so what we need to do is for each thing in the inbox, we need a triplet. So basically, we can't do multiplication. A computer has no clue what multiplication, division, even subtraction. It has no idea what that is. All we can do is add. So what we're going to have to do is take 7 and copy it here, and that'll still leave 7 in our hands if I'm correct. And then we add that plus this guy, and then we just add it again. So we'll add the 7 here and add the 7 here again, and that should give us 3 times 7, which 21, right? So first of all, we do know that we're doing it for each of these, for each thing. So basically a for loop. For each thing in the inbox, triple it and outbox the results. So we don't care about that thing. So first thing we need to do is get something from the inbox, and we are going to copy it to the floor, right? Slot 0. Then we're going to take what's in our hand, which should be the same thing as that's on the floor, and add it to 0. And I think all we have to do is do that twice. So if I'm right, this will give us, and then put it in outbox, of course. This should give us 21, right? Let's double check. So we have 7, we copy to the floor, we add 7 to that, we add 7 to that, we get 21. We get -5, -10, -15. Looks like it's working perfectly. So 5, we're gonna get 15 again. Bam! And then of course tripling 0 gives you 0. Okay, so now as you can see, we're actually having the challenges. So we have the size challenge, 6 or fewer commands, so we did it very efficiently as far as how many commands we had to write, and speed, it only took 24 steps of 24. Could we get that lower? I have no idea. I'm happy that we finished it. So now if we go back to the elevator, yep, that's what I thought. Looks like we only have one that we didn't get. So here we got both of them, which means we wrote a very efficient program. Here we have one failing. So let's go see maybe what it is. So now if we go to him, we can actually see what the optimization challenge is. And these challenges can be very difficult, and in many cases not possible to optimize both simultaneously. So we were able to do it in 3 commands. As you can see, we have the inbox, outbox, and the jump, but we don't have it in 25 or fewer steps. We can't really simplify that much more. So obviously we're probably going to have to make the program bigger. Maybe if we just, before we do our loop, maybe if we did a couple more. Let's see what doing it twice more does. So this will make it do these 3 things before it loops, which makes fewer steps, if that makes sense. Let's just check. Let's see if we did it. So obviously we used a lot more commands, but we did do it in fewer steps because we were doing more before I had to go to the next step. Perfect. Not a very efficient program, but it did meet the step requirement. Alright, so let's continue. Let's do the Octoplier, which, or Octoplier. 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 Let's do that. So this is kind of going to be the exact same thing we did with the other one. Now we're actually probably doing it 8 times, right? Yes, you can always check your own performance on each assignment's optimization challenges. The 2 green lights next to each button in the elevator will show you how you're doing. Is there anything in life more thrilling than self-improvement? No. Alright, so this time for each thing means the loop. For each thing in the inbox, multiply it by 8 and put the results in the outbox. Using a bunch of add commands is easy but wasteful. Can you use only 3 add commands? So to get 8, so what I think we'd want to do is copy the 6, right? And then add 6 and put the results here. Or we could even put the results right back there. And then we double that. Right? Let's just play around a little bit. So we grab from the inbox and we copy it to slot 0 and then we add it. Slot 0 and then we add it. Alright? So that will give us 12 in our hand. Then we could do it in the same thing. We could put 12. So we need this to be, what is it, 8? 8 times 6? Okay. So that's 48? Am I thinking right? 42, 48, yeah. So we want it to be 48. So that would be 12. And then if we take what's in our hand and copy it again to slot 0, that puts the 12 down. We add that, and we get 24. Keep forgetting to do that. And then add that to 0. 3 add, yeah, this will work. And then we take that result, put it down one last time to 0, add it, and that should give us 48, and we could put that into the outbox. So that's what we're going to do is we're copying it, we're doubling it, then we're taking the double of that and we're doubling that, and finally one last time we're doubling the results. So let's see if that works. That should give us 48. So we got 6, take it, we replace that, take the 12, 24, and 48. So yeah, I think that's right. So this will give us negative 40. Yeah, that should give us 56. Perfect. And 0. I think we did it. And I think that's pretty much as efficient as you can get. Yeah, baby! Okay, so Tetracontiplier. That sounds kind of scary. Tetracontiplier. What a wonderful feeling. When all your work over the last few years all comes together and accumulates in a well-executed assignment. 40? Oh my gosh. So we could do each thing. We could have 40 commands. But that probably, let's see what our goals things are. 14 or fewer commands, so we definitely couldn't do 40. Complete in 56 or fewer steps. Ouch. Measure the number of commands your program must execute before it finishes. Wow. Alright, so let's see. Let's think about this. So we could do 140 times, but we're not going to meet either of those criteria, but we will complete the challenge. Or 1 is not a multiple of 40, so if we got that to 5, so if we copy that, let's just, obviously we're going to be doing a big huge thing here, so we take that and we copy it to the floor in slot 1, and if we got that to 5, then we could put the 5 down, which is a multiple of 40, and then try and get it to 20, which would be 4 more times. Once we have it to the 20, ignore me for a second, I'm just thinking out loud. Alright, so we copy it to the floor. We need to add it 4 more times, which should give us 5. Because that's 1 plus 1 is 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we could copy the 5 from our hand to slot 0, which will put a 5 there. Then 4 times 5 is 20, so we'd want to do 4 more times. 0. Because let's see, that's 5, so that gives us 10, 15, oh, 3 more times. Yeah, 3 more times. And that would give us 20. Then if we copy it 1 more time, and add that, that should give us 40. Wow. Alright, let's just see if we're even close. Oh, whoops. We gotta go to the inbox first. Oh, and then we also gotta outbox it, don't we? Okay, so let's do the inbox. And the outbox. So 7 times 40 would be 280, I think. So 7 is 14. And now it's a multiple of 5, so now we can do that. And 280. I think that is. I think we did it, guys. And it's 13 commands. Well, it's 14 commands. 15, 15, 30, 45, 60, 120. And then 6 times 40 should be, what, 2, is it 280 again? 6 times 40, I think so. Or 240, 240. And 0. Well, so far she hasn't complained, so I think we got it, but boy, if we have to cut down our... I don't know how we could cut it down any. And 0. Oh, it was 14. Perfect. Speed 56. Yes! We did it! We're so pro! Alright, continue to the elevator. Perfect. Alright, so I think we have time for maybe one more. The Zero Exterminator. Alright, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Let me go look at the elevator, I'll tell you. Or 10 years. I have a note here from your other boss that says, from this point on, your performance will be evaluated with extra scrutiny. What a treat. Okay, so what we got to do is send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. So that sounds pretty easy. So the first thing Now in programming, I'd probably use a subroutine, but I'm going to say first thing we're going to do is jump over the outbox. Oops, that goes this side. So when the program starts, we're going to jump to the outbox, and then if something's 0, we'll jump to that area. So let's see. So we jump over the outbox, and we then go to the inbox because we need our number. And if it's 0, we're going to outbox it. If it's not 0, then we just ignore it and we jump to the beginning of the program, right? Actually, no, we just need to jump to the inbox because we don't need to go to the outbox. So what this will do is it'll grab 3. It's going to skip this outbox first. It's going to grab from 3 right here. It's going to say it's not 0, so it's going to just go grab something else from the inbox, which is 0 this time. So if it is 0, it's going to come here, dump it in the outbox, and then go back to the inbox. Alright, so let's check and see if that's working. Or wait, did I do that wrong? Bad outbox. Oh, I've got this backwards. If it's 0, we don't want it in the box. I did it the opposite. So this is easier. Okay. Send all things that are not 0 to the outbox. So let's just get rid of this and this. So we're going to grab, I don't think we want to do that. That would be if we were doing that. So if it is 0, jump to the inbox. So inbox, it's a 5. It's not going to jump to 0. And then we go to the outbox, and then we just need the jump. I don't know why I was reading that backwards. So I think that will work. Because we're going to grab from the inbox. If it's 0, it's just going to grab again from the inbox. If it's not 0, it'll put it in the outbox. Then it'll grab from the inbox. Pretty easy, I guess. So 5, that'll work. 0, it should just throw away. 1, it'll work. C, it'll work. 0, it should throw away. 0, throw away. 2, it'll work. And 0, it should throw away. Perfect, I think. Now let's see if we got 4 few. We did it in 4. Did we do it fast enough? 23, perfect. Okay, I think we'll do one more. 0 preservation. I bet this is more like what we were just doing. So let's just check. Oh, it has come to our attention that the 0 advocacy community felt the previous assignment. I can't read today. The previous assignment was not inclusive. This time, send only 0s to the outbox. What happens to the other numbers and letters? Management leaves that detail up to you. Alright, so this is where we would want to do that. Excuse me. Let's see what our challenges are. 5 or fewer commands, 25 fewer steps. So we could do this. The more efficient way is to jump over like we were doing last time. Jump over the outbox at the very beginning. And then go ahead and grab from the inbox. If it's 0, go ahead and outbox it. If it's not 0, go ahead and go to the inbox and get the next one, right? So that's 5. Is that what it said? Is 5 commands? Yep, 5 or fewer. So we did that. Now the other way you could do this is, can we copy you? Let's try this real quick. So if we copy you and clear this, the other way you could do this if you didn't do that is you could actually grab from the inbox, check if it's 0. If it is 0, then you're going to go ahead and outbox. If it's not 0, it will go to this spot right here. So you would say nothing. You would simply jump back to the inbox. But then here you also need another jump to the inbox. So this will give us our 5 steps. However, every time it has to execute this extra jump, where our other one is only going to execute the extra jump when there's an outbox. So I think that's probably the better way to do it, is try and do it more like a subroutine. So if we clear that, say yes, now we can paste in this. So I think this is probably more efficient. Let's just check and see if it even works. So 7's gone, 0, perfect. So as you can see here, it's at the inbox and it just goes right back to the inbox. Where the other one, it would have to go over one more jump every time. So that will cut our CPU cycles down. Holy cow, we're at 20 minutes. This is definitely our last one. Year 9, 5 commands, we know we did that. This is the iffy one. 25 or fewer. Oh, 25. Perfect. Alright guys, there we go. We have now done all our zeros and stuff. We have perfect score on all of them, which is my goal. I love to try and get the optimizations and stuff down too. So thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you guys are enjoying this, maybe learning something in the process, and maybe you've been tempted to go get this game yourself. If so, be sure to leave a comment down below. As these challenges get harder, I will really probably look for your guys' comments to help me. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I almost said comment. Subscribe and like the video. Follow me on Twitter. And until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.